Good afternoon, world. It's Jenny Craig Brown here. And this is another awesome installment of Great News Weekly with greatnews.life. So come on in. If you've never been before, we are an exclusively positive news show. So we're going to serve you all of the great things happening within the region here. And we want to hear your good news too. So if you've never tuned in, we are live every Wednesday on NWI.Life Facebook page. And we also put this into the podcast world. So you can tune in if you can't watch live on Wednesdays at noon. You can also listen later on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts from. Great News Weekly is on those avenues as well. We also ask that you send us your good news. So we want good news tips. We want to know what's good is happening in the region and in the world that we should talk about. And we want to hear your lifeline. So a lifeline is kind of a little good news. What are you happy about this week? Are you happy that you got your new favorite coffee? Are you happy that you got to see your grandmother? Whatever you're happy about, tell us. So if you're watching live, tell us in the comments below what your lifeline is, and I'll read them as we go. Or if you're listening and it's not live, you can also send them to share@greatnews.life and we will read them there. Also, you probably know our social media avenues, but you can follow us and like our pages, NWI.Life, Valpo.Life, Portage.Life, LaPorteCounty.Life on Facebook, their websites, their Twitter, Instagram @greatnews.life. Follow us, like us. If you're a podcaster, tell the podcast world you love us, give us ratings, and tell everybody how amazing we are. But we are here to give you good news, and that is just what I'm going to do. So I'm going to jump right in because I've got awesome stories for you guys, motivational, incredible human beings to talk to today, and we're going to do it. So first off, I recently was told about a new super entertaining company right here in Northwest Indiana called Rapid Fire. And I got a chance yesterday to learn a little bit more about the company. Welcome to the show, Paul Vesmar, owner of Rapid Fire. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic. So for those that don't know, what is Rapid Fire and why do we need to get there ASAP?
Rapid Fire is a NERF arena. It is the largest NERF arena in Indiana and the first of its kind in Lake County, Indiana, for sure. Why do you need to get here? Because everybody loves NERF. As an adult, this is a place that you would feel incredibly comfortable in. As a child, you would have a blast. So it's for all ages, but it is definitely a great time.
It sounds like it. It sounds super fun. Tell me a little bit about how it works. Like, do I bring my own equipment? Do you rent equipment? How does that work?
So there are two ways that you can come to Rapid Fire. One is an open battle. You can sign up for an open battle, which are maxed out at 8 versus 8. The other way is you can reserve the entire arena for a party, a corporate outing, team building, a family reunion, graduation, whatever it may be, or just because. All the blasters and ammo are included. We do have upgraded blasters that are motorized. And then I'm trying to think here. You can bring your own blaster. We just ask that you leave your ammo at home. That way we know whose ammo is going in and out the door.
That makes sense. And tell me a little bit of how does a match work?
So the way a match works is, for example, if we're doing Capture the Flag, we have Capture the Flag, we have VIP transport, we have Defuse the Timer, various games like that. But the way a match works is the teams would start out on opposing sides. The referee would yell, "Ready, aim, rapid fire." I'm in an interview. I'm in an interview. Sorry. Our staff is well trained to start shooting, start blasting when they hear those words. So I apologize about that. But those are the words that start the match, and everybody just goes crazy. There's balls flying, there's darts flying. It's a great time.
I love this so much. He got you pretty good, Paul. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that was.
Well, you've trained him well.
Yes, we can.
Okay, tell us briefly, where are you located and what are your hours? When can people come by?
We are at 234 South Lindbergh Avenue in Griffith, Indiana. Our website is rapidfirenwi.com, or you can go and visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/rapidfirenwi. I got to make sure he's still...
He's scary back there. You better watch him.
Our hours are scattered for open battles. I would suggest that you visit the Book Now page and view the calendar. And then for party reservations, you can reserve the arena anytime you want. We have selected times on the calendar, or you can ask for a custom time.
I love it. This is so fun, Paul. I'm coming. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to learn the game, and I'm going to learn to be as good as him. How about that?
Do you want to know how we came up with the slogan, ready, aim, rapid fire?
Yeah, tell me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get him!
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You gotta have your own back, you know?
Oh, I keep forgetting that they're trained to just go crazy when they hear those words. Get back to mopping. Yeah, I'm sorry. We hope to see you soon. I'm sorry. Let's get
No, that's awesome. Thank you so much for being here and for creating such an awesome outlet right here in Northwest Indiana. We appreciate it a ton, Paul.
Thank you so much, Jenny.
Have a great afternoon. Thanks for the interview. Be careful out there. This has got to be one of my all-time favorites. If you haven't seen or heard of Rapid Fire, check them out online. Like he said, it's right in Griffith. It's a great thing to have in our region. Paul Vesmar is just a great guy who's doing really cool stuff. I think I saw a Vesmar watching. So hi, Debbie Vesmar. I'm glad that you're here with us and you're excited. Deanna Grimes mentioned, she said, wow, that looks fun. Stephanie Swearington said the same. She said, my kids would love this Nerf Wars. Heck, who am I kidding? My husband would love this. Right, James? See? I totally agree. I was thinking the same. Every lifer in this building would love this. We'll probably need to do some team building. So I'm talking to you, Chris. Let's schedule some time for some rapid fire fun. And hopefully we can get Paul shot at again. That was really cool. Stacy Kellogg said the same. She said, rapid fire sounds like a blast. Laura Oakes said, hi, Paul. Can't wait to come check it out. Yeah, this is pretty new. So if you haven't seen it or heard of it, like I said, go check them out. It is. Oh, and Debbie said, she said, hi, I am the mother of that funny guy. Well, Paul was a delight to interview. We also are very connected with John Vesmar. So you've got some good kids there. They're incredible people. And that just sounds rapid fire. It's the coolest. It's one of the newer fun things to do in the area. It's very entertaining, it seems like. Chris Malman, he just answered. He said, I would love to bring out the team, but I think they would annihilate me. You are exactly correct. That was not first in my mind, but maybe a very close second. You got to get out that aggression somehow. Go to rapid fire. Thanks again to Paul. That was super fun. Next up, I recently got a beautiful good news tip about some really inspiring kiddos right here in Valparaiso who actually started their own classroom to help the younger ones get ready for school. Take a look at this clip.
We just wanted to make sure that these kids are ready for kindergarten, and some of them make sure that they are ready for first grade. So this dude right here, his name is Will. He's going into first grade, and we have one more child who is also going into first grade. But all of these students, all these other students are going into kindergarten. So we just wanted to make sure they're prepared for kindergarten. Yeah. And this is our other teacher, Chloe. All of our other teachers will be coming with a few other students. My name is Nellie Jackson and I go to Flint Lake.
How old are you?
I am 10 years old. My name is Chloe Hitty and I also go to Flint Lake and I'm 9 years old. My name is Anaya Rupp.
That's true leadership right there. So that was just a clip of the new video from, it's called Talking Points with Jerry Davich, and we were actually able to get him in the studio. So joining us now is Jerry Davich from Talking Points with Jerry. Thanks for joining us today, Jerry. How are you?
I'm doing great, Jenny. How are you doing? Thank you.
Thank you. I'm doing amazing. Thank you. So we just saw this great video. Tell us how you came across these awesome kiddos.
Well, a grandmother in Valparaiso contacted me out of the blue and just said her preschool grandson, 5 years old, is in this little program in their neighborhood of some other older kids, older being elementary school kids, mentoring some younger kids who are going into kindergarten. And I've been writing about doom and gloom and pandemic and Black Lives Matter and social justice. I jumped on this. I couldn't resist.
I completely agree. I'm glad that you shared this. This is such a fun thing. What do you think motivates kind of small elementary school kids to help the preschoolers?
When I talked to them that day, they just wanted to teach what they've been learning. They've been learning all these things in elementary school the last 2 or 3 or 4 years. They wanted to share it with younger kids who didn't know what they're getting into, especially during a pandemic. It was key, and they were so excited when I got there.
Gosh, I'm so inspired by these kids and their, positivity. What do you think? Who do you see this amazing mentor program affecting in the future? Do you think it'll just stay in the neighborhood? Do you think that it will go throughout the schools? Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I've heard from other neighborhoods and other parents saying they want to do it for sure, whether it's on a holiday break coming up or in the fall. For sure, next summer break, summer vacations, they'll have a lot more time to do it. But I really see this branching out, not only in this little neighborhood in Valparaiso, but across the region and hopefully across the state or country, because the kids on both ends really adapted to it. And something that I wrote about specifically in my column and in this video is the only people I talk to are these kids. It was just their voices, no adults' voices, no adult input, just the kids. And they absolutely loved it.
That's a really great point that I actually didn't notice the first time I watched it, but now that you bring it up, there are no kid, it's only kid voices, but you almost don't, you don't even notice because these kids are just so adult-like. They're just so helpful.
Yeah, they took it and ran with it long before I got involved, and they were just thrilled to be able to share it with other people. And I thought at this point of time in our history, so to speak, right now, this moment, it's ideal. It gave me goosebumps when I covered it. It really did.
Yeah, I had goosebumps watching it. It's just so inspirational to see those kiddos helping one another. And really, I mean, just even the help across the street was cute. So they're inspiring and motivational for, I really have a great outlook for our future.
Hope, doesn't it? It gives us hope. Yes.
It really does. Yes. Well, thank you for sharing. Tell us a little bit about how people can watch all of the Jerry Davich Talking Points with Jerry.
You can visit me on the YouTube channel, Talking Points. What it is, it's typically issues that are about our day. Some are controversial, some are heavy, some are sad, some are interesting, some are like this, just a beautiful moment that I want to capture and share with people and share with you now. So thanks for having me.
As always, we love having you. Have a great day, Jerry. Thanks for joining us and keep up the great work.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. I need someone to make a note right now to remind me 10 years from this date to reconnect with all of those leaders and hire them at Camp Life. I absolutely love those kids and their leadership. If you saw in that video, like they lead those younger ones so well, and just come over here and sit down, and they're so nice. And it's great to see kids with such early want for leadership. So thank you again, Jerry. I've got some comments here from a lot of people. Stephanie Swearington said, oh my goodness, those kids are so cute, aren't they? Like the kids helping the kids across the street and come on, it's so fantastic. Stacy Kellogg said, Flint Lake Elementary School representing, this is just the sweetest story. I agree. She also mentioned Jerry Davich. I love seeing your face here. What a fun story. Chris Malman mentioned Jerry Davich has been uncovering stories like this in the region for decades. You're correct. And he even mentioned, some of them are controversial, but some of them are like this. The bread and butter of what we do every day is the positivity. And Jerry's been really great, a great connection to our company, but also just an incredible outlet for the region on current local news. And especially on the positive note, he does a lot of amazing work in that realm as well. Don Weirick said, such a great idea. So many young ones are going to need support as they start during these trying times. You're right. It is a really good idea for, and Jerry said the same, just with the world we're in now, we need more kids helping one another. And this is a great example. And I'm super happy for this generation of kids that are coming up being raised in such a way that they want to help each other. It's really inspiring. Oh, I've got a lifeline. Stacy Kellogg. So if you're new to the show, I'm going to read this one, but if you haven't done a lifeline, I'd love for you to comment below. What's your lifeline? If your son was just interviewed for rapid fire, tell me what's good in your life. Tell me what made you happy today. Tell me about someone that made your day. Stacy Kellogg says, the dozens of kids in my new neighborhood who play outside from dawn until dusk, not an electronic device to be found. Cuties. Same thing. We are kind of being flooded right now with this amazing generation of kiddos that are so fantastic and inspiring, and little young leaders. Get them outside. How fantastic, Stacey. That's great to see. That's fantastic. Next up, I want to mention, so we have a feature piece on our sites. If you've never heard about it, it's called Life in the Spotlight. We do one from each of our sites, Valpo.Life in the Spotlight, Portage.Life in the Spotlight. We do one from each site each week. These spotlights are really just great people in our community. We're always looking for new nominations. So if you have someone in the community that you think should be spotlighted, send us an email about them, why they should be nominated, and how we can contact them to share at greatnews.life. Email us about them. We always are looking for nominations. We recently got a really great Life in the Spotlight from an incredible gentleman, and I want to share with you the most recent Valpo.Life in the Spotlight. Welcome to the show, this week's Valpo.Life in the Spotlight. Paul Hines, thanks for joining us, Paul. How are you?
I am very good. How are you, Jenny Craig?
I'm amazing. Thanks for joining us today.
Yes.
I want to kind of share with our audience a little bit about Paul. So I think you're a Valpo native. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your family and your work life.
Okay. Born and raised Valparaiso, Indiana. 54 years old. I have two kids, Kate and Ashley, married for 32 years. Very proud of being married for 32 years. I work at Urshel Laboratories, been there roughly almost 14 years. Very blessed, have a great job. I'm a very blessed man.
I love that you say that. I love your positivity. And I think that's one of the reasons that you were nominated for a Life in the Spotlight, is because you are consistently positive. And that for us it's direct alignment with what we do. So I thank you for that. Tell us a little bit about, we see you a lot in the community. I've seen you at some runs. What type of community involvement do you do? What do you love to do in the community?
I love doing all the, the local runs and being a part of anything like that. I love Valpo in general. The downtown area is so positive, so vibrant. I love being part of the community. It's such a great little community. It's a great place to be, Northwest Indiana. I can't imagine myself living anywhere else. I always complain in the wintertime about the weather, but it's a small price to pay for what we have. We are very blessed for where we live as far as, industry, work, people. We have great people in Valparaiso, Northwest Indiana.
I agree.
I'm proud to be a part of that.
And you're one of them.
Yeah.
You and your whole family and your brothers,
yes.
everybody. So thank you.
I pride myself on my family and my friends. It's my number one thing in my life. Without them, I'm pretty much nobody.
I love your outlook at life. So tell me, if you could look back and, you're such a positive entity right now. If you could look back and talk to younger Paul, what kind of advice would you give to a younger you?
Actually, I've had 54 years. I've had a charmed life. I don't know what I would actually change, other than maybe a little education. It's really been really good with my family, friends. I really don't think I would change much,
That's a good outlook. I think that's a great way. No regrets, right?
No regrets. really. There's not much more that, a guy could ask for, really. I try to stay positive. Am I positive all the time? Hell no, I'm not positive all the time. For the most part, I try to see the good in everything. There's good and there's bad, and I believe everything happens for a reason. And I believe that there's probably more good in this world than there is bad. I like to focus on the good. That's why I don't watch the news, because there's a lot more good out there than there is bad. It just don't get reported like it should. That's my outlook, on that.
Yeah. And that's what we're here for. We're here to bring the good
Yeah.
news to the world and be the positive outlet. And I think that's why we
Yeah.
love talking with you, is because you're a fantastic alignment with the
Yeah.
positivity, and you do shine a great light on our community and Northwest Indiana, and your family has brought a lot of joy to a
Thank
lot of
you.
people. So
Thank you.
thank
If I
you. Well, thanks,
if
Paul,
I
for
if
go
I
ahead.
could go back to being a kid and look, 30, 40 years into the future, I would not believe where I'm at, so yeah, very blessed. So
Thank
yes.
you,
And
Paul.
thank
You
you for
are
what you do for us too, Jenny. You're awesome.
Thank you. I
You do a
appreciate
great
that.
job.
It means a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a great afternoon and keep connected with us.
We will. I definitely will. And thank you. And I hope this is decent.
It's
I'm not
beautiful,
much of
Paul.
not much of a camera guy, not much of a me guy, even though I'm, a lot of times you see me around, I'm just Paul.
You're fantastic, Paul. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Doesn't he just give you goosebumps? I just think he is one of the most happy and joyful people that I know. And I'm glad that we got to take some time with him and spotlight him. If you haven't yet, the Paul Hines Life in the Spotlight just published today. So you can go read more about him and his background and learn a little bit more about Paul on Valpo.Life.com. So check it out. I've got a couple of comments here. Stacy Kellogg said, yay, Paul Hines, born and raised Valpo and still giving back to his community. I think you're exactly right. I saw Kevin Brown said his Chevelle and like a lot of hearts too. So he has a really nice car, that his project car that he's been working on for quite some time, from my small understanding of that. So I completely agree. His car is really nice, and he's just a really great kiddo. So great guy, great kid. He's just great. I've got a couple other lifelines, and I had one I want to share with you guys. We, as I always say, email, send us your lifelines, and we've got a couple really great ones that were sent in to us. So the first one I want to read is from Deanna Grimes. She said, my lifeline this week is taking my daughter Lilith to Harvest Time Pumpkin Patch because you mentioned it on the show. It's a great place. Oh, wait, it mentioned it as a great place to go on the show. Here are some pictures. So let's check out these beautiful pictures of her amazing daughter on at Harvest Time. So we had talked about Harvest Time. They do like a U-Pick, and they do a bunch of things in the region during this awesome season. And they went there. Deanna and her daughter went there for some fun pics and some fun kind of Harvest Time pumpkin patch time. So how cute is she? Yep, she's gorgeous. Thank you, Deanna, for writing in. Thanks for going there because we mentioned it. I'm glad you got to learn a little bit from the show. Thanks for, of course, always tuning in as well. You're such an awesome kind of life supporter, and we appreciate it. Also, I saw Katie Grable said, Lifeline sharing Taco Tuesday with my neighbor Mary. Not a Tuesday missed since quarantine began. That is life goals, girl. Good job. And plus, sometimes that kind of neighborly relationship, the neighborly love is so good to have during a quarantine. So keep up the Taco Tuesdays. You've only got another 6 days to worry, so you're good. Great lifeline. Kayla Hoffer said, my lifeline this week is getting back into an old show I used to love watching when I was younger. It's almost like a safety blanket with everything going on right now. Yes, if you're watching still, tell me what show it is, if you can. If you want to reveal that, but I completely agree. There's some older shows that I love to watch, like don't judge me, but Full House is a great one. The old episodes are so cute, and it just brings you back to your childhood, and it makes you really happy. So that's another really fantastic lifeline. Rick Gosser said, if I'm at my lowest scale weight since December 2018, never give up, hashtag never quit, hashtag this is 61 years young, hashtag keep going. Rick, that's incredible. I know that you have a really amazing weight loss journey behind you already, so that you keep going with this is absolutely incredible. You're going to live 100 and beyond at this point. So keep up the good work and stay healthy. Dawn Burke-Beck said she agrees, so much more good than bad, agree so much. So I think she's referring to Paul's comment, and she's exactly right. I love that Paul keeps saying things like, I just try to be positive. I try to look at the good. I think there's more good than bad. And you're right. It's there's so much more good than bad. Let's not focus on the 5% bad. Even if the 5% sometimes feel like it's like 95%, it's not. Let's focus on the good and the good people that surround us. All right. Let's see what else. We've got a lot of good stuff. Doka Robbins says, my lifeline today is making healthy homemade power food chocolate. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Who loves chocolate? Let me know if you want the recipe. Yes, girl, that is awesome. And it sounds absolutely delicious. Thank you. I've got some events just a couple events I want to share with you. And I've got some more lifelines too. So the one event that I saw this week that I really wanted to share with everybody is this weekend, at the LaPorte Municipal Airport, it's called the B-17 bomber named Sentimental Journey is going to be in LaPorte at the airport from August 10th through the 16th. So you've got all weekend. Tours go today and tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Friday, 2 p.m. and Friday through Sunday, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's $10 a person or $20 for a family. And they will also let you ride. So rides are Friday through Sunday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. There's a Facebook event for this if you want to look that up. And the pictures look amazing. I was telling some lifers, I think I saw it in the air the other day. I don't know if that's real, but I saw a plane. It looked old. I don't have a lot of plane knowledge, but I feel like I saw it. So get out there. Additionally, tonight, get home, take care of the kids, make dinner, do all those things, but leave a little time at the end of the day because there is a meteor shower this evening. They said from 8:30 to whenever that end time with a meteor shower, always a little bit of a guess, but they said to start watching at 8:30. It's the Perseid meteor shower is happening tonight. So go grab a blanket, lay out in your backyard, and check this out. It should be really, really cool to watch. And then I've got a really amazing lifeline from Dan Petrakis. So he wrote in, I'm going to get my lungs open. It's a little bit long, Dan, but we love you for it. So Dan said, my lifeline this week has been preparing to join in at the superhero ride to benefit Toys for Tots this upcoming Saturday in South Haven from 11:30 to 6:30. The ride starts off from Saylor Elementary School and will cruise around the neighborhood before meeting back at the starting point for food and friendship. The cost to enter is just $5 and all proceeds will go to benefit Toys for Tots. Maybe best of all, participants are encouraged, but not required, to wear their very best superhero attire as they cruise the neighborhood. It's going to be a blast. I completely agree, Dan. I love that you're being a part of this. He also we'll share it in the comments below the Facebook event for that. So if someone could check that out and get it in the comments, that's a really great one. And Dan, thanks for sharing that. And thanks for being a part of it. And don't forget to take pictures of your superhero costume because we're looking for that as well. So I'm hoping that next week we can report some photos of Dan at the superhero ride in some sort of superhero costume of sorts. So Dan, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Okay, I think, do we have any more lifelines? I might have gotten them all. There's tons of comments today going back and forth. Melissa Sickinger said, Deanna, thanks for support. Thanks for supporting our small businesses. Beautiful pictures. I agree. Melissa is, I'm not sure, technical title owner or operator of the Harvest Time pumpkin patch. And from what I saw, it looks like they have a lot of really cool kind of Instagram-y type setups for photos. It looked like that in those pictures that Deanna shared as well. So get out there. Thanks, Melissa, for having, allowing us to have such great connections with you and giving the community this great area to go to on the weekends. And I think I got them all. I think so, guys. I think so. So a little bit of house cleaning. Don't forget, I saw Kevin Brown said it in the comments. Do not forget to rate and subscribe if you are listening to this on the podcast. We love to see your support for us. We love your feedback. We hope you love watching and listening each week. We want to be your tidbit of inspiration every week. So watch every week, Wednesdays, noon, NWI.Life Facebook page. Listen wherever you get your favorite podcasts from, and send us your lifelines every week. We want to know what makes you happy and the great things happening in your life. And stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned, stay happy, and make good choices. Have an awesome week. See you next week. Thanks, everybody.